Good morning, everyone. My name is David, Education Specialist for the Detroit Zoological Society. Today, we are bringing you the zoo. We are at the zebras, and we have a very special guest, Tammy, who is the Associate Curator of Education. Good morning, Tammy.
Hi, good morning. Nice to be here with you today, David.
Well, what do you have here today for us?
As you can see, we have two zebras who live in this habitat with two white-bearded wildebeest. These zebras are Grevy's zebras, which are the largest of the species of zebra and my personal favorite. I think they're the most beautiful. We have in the front Enzi and in the back Jimmy. It looks like they're making their way over here.
Oh, that would be great. So how many does zoo care for, and what is the size of the size of the zebra herd in the zoo?
We have three zebras here. There are three males, and these two brothers here, one of them is Jimmy, who's in the back there. He's 9 years old. And Enzi, who's in the front coming toward us, is 5.5. Now, these brothers have the same father. His name is Zizi, and he's resting. There are three males in total, and then they, like I said, they share the habitat with the two wildebeest. They all get along really well.
And so has the Detroit Zoo always had zebras?
Zebras here. So we have a long history of providing great welfare for these animals, and they're a very popular species. Most children can recognize a zebra right away, although these are very special zebras. Now, these Grevy zebras are endangered. There's only about 2,500 of them in the wild.
Whoa.
They have a very high conservation status. There's the Grevy Zebra Trust is a great place to go, grevyzebratrust.org, and check that out. You could donate if you really love zebras like I do. It looks like they might have a snack of these apples that I threw out. They do like produce. We give them apples and carrots and things. But they're very curious animals, and they're kind of checking out the guests here at the zoo today.
Oh, that's cool. So are they all related?
Yes, these are brothers. They're born here at the zoo, and their father is here, but like I said, he's resting today behind the scenes. One of the great things about these zebras is their stripes are very thin. If you notice, they have skinny stripes, and there's no stripes on their belly. Their belly is completely white, and the stripes are skinny. So the plain stripe, and they're much shorter. And very fluffy ears. Their ears are large and round, and you can look and see they're kind of listening around today and noticing what's going on.
Your individual personalities.
Well, Jimmy, who's friendly, he's confident. He is a bit older, so he's lived at the zoo longer. In fact, Jimmy used to live a couple summers ago across the lake here in the watering hole with the eland. He's an easygoing fellow, you know. He doesn't mind. Enzi's a bit younger, and while he's great as well, he just is a little more reserved. He's a little, even though he's younger, he's more mature.
This other question, how do they interact with each other?
They get along very well. In the wild, these zebras, if there were no females around like we have here right now, they would form little. You introduce a female into that and things get aggressive, but these who are right next door, and they all.
The other question I have is, what food do they eat, and how much in what we see here?
Well, here at the zoo, we have a special zebra diet. There's a company that makes really specialized food for animals, and they make a zebra pellet, so they eat about 10 pounds of that per day. Plus we give them a high quality hay. They have grazing opportunity out here, and they'll get browse, but as you can see, Jimmy is really gobbling up those apples. Those are fresh apples cut, but they would also eat something like sweet potatoes or carrots or crunchy things like that. They really enjoy fresh fruits and vegetables. And they get occasional snacks if they need a medication of maybe something like that, where they would get a special treat.
Do the keepers ever share the same space as the zebras and wildebeest?
Sort of. So in the morning, the wildebeest will be out here. They don't go into the holding area at night, but the zebras do shift in at night and get separated for their meals. So in the morning, the keeper comes out with the wildebeest and does their cleaning and putting enrichment out, things like that. The zebras, though, would be in the holding. They are large animals. As you can see, Jimmy's and Enzi both weigh more than 800 pounds.
800?
Yes.
Wow.
Like I said, they're the largest of the zebras. And so just to make sure that everyone's safe, and just, like I said, the zebra night, and kind of have that rest, and they have a separate stall, and they just kind of have dinner and go to bed for the night.
They seem to really have a good relationship. Wherever the zebras go, the wildebeest follow.
Yes, it's like an annoying little brother, isn't it? I mean, everywhere those zebras go, they follow. These are herd animal species, but they herd up with the other hoof stock, so they really feel comfortable that way. These animals are prey. They're prey to lions, hyenas, cheetahs, leopards, things like that. And it kind of, sometimes gets in the way. At times when it's time for the zebras to go in at night, the wildebeests are like, no, stay with us, and they kind of block them from going in. So that's pretty funny, and it's pretty endearing, actually. They're
Favorite story about the zebras?
well, I think zebras are really great. They're beautiful, and to me, they're so amazing because they are camouflaged, even though they're black and white. In Africa on the plains, you don't have a lot of black and white, right? People say an illusion, so they can confuse predators. It's like that barber pole illusion where the barber pole spins the opposite direction from what you can see. So they use that sometimes. It can be keeps flies off of them. And we really don't have a problem with flies in a zebra. So who knows if that's exactly right, but they're just beautiful. And these zebras, when they're young, their mane goes all the way down their back, and then it shortens over time and is just in the very front. But that black and white goes all the way up into their mane. Isn't that cool? It's just beautiful.
Well, thanks so much, Tammy, for joining us in this talk, and we hope that you will be joining us here at the Detroit Zoo with Tammy, and my name is David, and we want to say thank you very much I hope you have enjoyed the talk. This is our Detroit Zoo's zebra habitat, and as you can see there, we have the wildebeests and the zebras being very friendly to each other and enjoying this huge, beautiful habitat. As you can see, it's quite large, and hopefully you will be able to join us here at the Detroit Zoo. With that, thank you very much, and have a wonderful time, Tammy.
Thank you, David. Come out and get your vitamin Z at the Detroit Zoo.
Thank you and goodbye. Thanks for joining us. Bye.